I'd like to do another 3D piece of art. I did a piece recently where I cut up 2 old paintings and stuck them onto a zigzag of cardboard, and it gave this really cool effect. When you walked past the painting, you saw one painting, and then as you went past, you saw the other painting. Someone left me a comment and said it's called Kinetic Art. So I want to do the same again, but I want to do much, much smaller zigzags. So the last ones were probably a couple of inches. I want to do maybe a centimetre or 2 this time. So you're going to have a lot more slats in the painting, just to see what effect it's going to have. So let me show you the canvases I've decided to use for this piece. So this is one of the pieces. Now, I love this. This was, I think it was a patchwork swipe underneath, and as you can see, I've totally embellished it. Really love it, and I wouldn't think about cutting it up, but unfortunately the frame has got a twist in it, and I don't think I realised that until afterwards. So if you put this flat onto a wall, can you see there, it's just not sitting flat, it's got a really obvious twist. So I cannot sell this. It's not right. So I love the design, but I cannot hang this on a wall. It will just flap about, it won't work. So I'm going to use this piece. I want a total contrast, so I'm using my heart piece. So there's some ties between the two. You've got this Venetian rose in both, so there is an element of overlap between the two, but I wanted 2 totally contrasting designs because I just think that will look more effective. Now, first thing I need to do is actually just remove these canvases from the frame. So I'm just going to get my craft knife. Now, I'm not worried about the edge of this canvas because it's not going to show. So to remove the canvas from the frame, I'm just going to dig my craft knife in to the edge. So I'm getting it underneath the canvas, between the canvas and between the frame, and you can simply just cut along, and it comes off really, really easily. So it just comes off so easily. So, and it always leaves a really beautiful frame. So I'm going to keep this frame, and I will do something with that. So the same with the other piece. So again, it's really quite satisfying. You've got this really lovely canvas and another frame. That's not quite as nice a frame. It looks a bit cheaper. So I'll probably get rid of that one. So I've already gone ahead and prepared the next bit. So I've cut out a piece of cardboard. This is 40 centimetres square because this is going to fit into my 40 centimetre box frame. Then I've got some cardboard, and I've divided it into lots of individual, let me put it flat, lots of individual lines, and then I folded it. So you can see I've got this zigzag. So what I need to do, this is going to fit the piece of cardboard. What I need to do is use a hot glue gun now to stick this on to the piece of cardboard underneath. So I'm just going to use a hot glue gun, and I'm going to go roughly where these blue lines are. So I'm just going to put a line of the glue, and then I'm going to put the first crease along that line of glue. Now, the good thing about hot glue is it obviously dries super quick and it's really strong. So I really like using it. Right, so then along the next blue line, and then the next crease of the cardboard. Just hold that in place just for a few seconds while it starts to set. Right, so that's all stuck down. So what I'm left with is it's really solid frame. Obviously you can bend it, but pressing on it, it's so strong. Now one of the seams has just come undone. I just need to put a bit of double-sided sticky tape and stick that in. But that's now going to be the frame for my canvases. So while the hot glue gun was heating up, I got both of the pieces of canvas and I drew 2 centimetre lines because each of these pieces here is 2 centimetres apart, and I've numbered them. Last time I did this, I didn't number them and I got them mixed up and confused, so I need to make sure I know the order of them. So I've done that now to both of the canvases. So I'm going to get my guillotine now and cut it into lots and lots of pieces. Right, now for the fun bit when it should come together. So I've put all my strips in order. I've selected the middle 16 because I've got 16 spaces to fill here. I've put double-sided sticky tape on every single bit of this, or on every single bit of zigzag. So I'm just going to start taking off some of the backing of the double-sided sticky tape, just on all of the pieces of the zigzag that are facing this way. Right, so I'm now going to stick them on in order. So it's now totally finished. I had to trim off the edges. I've put it in the frame. Can't wait to show you because it's worked. So happy. So you've got the heart painting, and then if you just walk around, it changes. It looks a bit odd, but then it just absolutely transforms into a totally different painting. It's the most bizarre, strange, but cool, but exciting piece of artwork. So it looks really odd from the front. You can still see the heart though. The other painting, not so much. It's a bit confusing, but it works. So yeah, I'm so happy, so pleased it's worked. It's, yeah, probably not everyone's cup of tea, but it's fun. And I just think what a good way of using up canvases that you're not probably otherwise going to use. So canvases that are just sitting on your shelf that you just don't really know what to do with. You don't want to sell them, but you don't want to get rid of them. So it's just a really fun experiment. Yeah, and it's worked. Really, really pleased. So please tell me what you think. You'll probably love it or hate it. Just tell me either way. I'd love to know. Yeah, definitely a bit of a strange one from the beginning, from the front. But yeah, really pleased I've done it. So please let me know what you think. Please do hit the thumbs up button if you like it. Yeah, leave me any comments you've got. Great, thanks so much for watching. Bye.